Here's something a lot of bakers don't realize until it bites them. The recipe didn't change, the room did. You're using the same flour you used in February, the same starter, the same recipe you've baked a dozen times, and somehow the loaf coming out of your oven this week looks nothing like the one you pulled out a month ago. You're not losing your touch, you're baking through the seasons. If your dough's been acting different lately, you're not crazy. Spring changed the room. Same flour, same starter, same recipe, different kitchen. As the weather warms up, your dough behaves differently. Your starter rises faster. Bulk fermentation finishes earlier. The dough feels softer, stickier, more relaxed than it did a month ago. That doesn't mean the recipe's broken. It means the environment changed, and your process needs to change with it. This is the part most home bakers forget. Bread is alive. Yeast, bacteria, enzymes, flour, water, salt, and time. They're all responding to the conditions in your kitchen. When temperature and humidity shift, your process has to shift with them. That's what baking through the seasons actually means. Not learning a brand new recipe every few months. Learning how to read the room. Reading the room beats reading the clock. Every time. A recipe written in February won't behave the same in May. The clock gives you a starting point. The dough gives you the answer. If you take one thing from this whole talk, take that. So let's get into the elements. The two forces working on your dough every single day that you can't see but can absolutely feel. Temperature is the gas pedal. When your kitchen warms up, every microbial process in your dough accelerates. Yeast becomes hyperactive. Bacteria produce lactic acid faster. Enzymes start breaking down starches at an accelerated rate. Even the gluten network softens and relaxes more quickly than it did in winter. Here's what that looks like in real numbers. A 68-degree kitchen in January, 6 hours of bulk fermentation. A 78-degree kitchen in May, 4 hours. Same recipe, different season, different bread. Now humidity. This one gets blamed for everything, and most of the time, the diagnosis is wrong. The myth is that a humid room fundamentally changes the hydration of your dough, so you've got to dump more flour into the mix. That's a trap. Adding flour stiffens the dough. It doesn't solve the real problem. Here's the truth. Humidity changes how the dough feels on the surface, not in the structure. The dough stays tackier. Bench flour disappears. Scoring drags. The crust softens faster after baking. The fix isn't more flour. It's 4 small adjustments. Use lightly damp hands when you handle the dough. Use just enough bench flour. Don't overdust. Chill the dough before you score. And cool the loaf completely before you wrap it. Never seal warm bread in plastic. Now let's get into what actually changes when spring shows up. We'll start where everything starts. Your starter. The first warning sign that the season's changed shows up in your jar. A starter past peak brings more acidity and less strength into your dough. In warm weather, your starter rises faster, smells sharper, gets thinner, and collapses earlier. In winter, you might wait 8 to 12 hours for peak. In spring, 4 to 6. So here are the moves. Feed at a higher ratio. Move from 1 to 1 to 1, up to 1 to 3 to 3, or 1 to 5 to 5. Use cooler water to slow down the initial temperature. Relocate the jar to the coolest spot in your kitchen. Catch it earlier, use it sooner after feeding. And if you really want control, switch to a stiff starter. A stiff starter limits free water, which slows fermentation and prevents that runaway acidity. Small changes. Big difference in how your dough behaves 3 hours later. Here's a moment that confuses a lot of bakers. Warm dough feels wetter, even when your hydration didn't change. A 72% dough that felt strong and manageable in winter feels completely loose in a warm spring kitchen. Why? 3 reasons. Warm dough is physically softer. Gluten relaxes faster at higher temperatures. And fermentation produces gas and acid at an accelerated rate, which increases extensibility, so the dough stretches more and resists less. Now here's where most people make the wrong call. They add flour. And adding flour creates a new problem. The fix isn't always more flour. Sometimes it's cooler water, shorter bulk, gentler handling, or earlier refrigeration. And that brings us to one of the simplest tricks I can give you, the 5% reserve. Don't rewrite the recipe. Give yourself room to respond. Hold back 3 to 5% of your water during the initial mix. So if your recipe calls for 350 grams of water, pour 325 grams to start. Mix the dough. Let it rest. Then assess how it feels before deciding to add the remaining 25 grams back in. You're not changing the recipe permanently. You're building an emergency brake into your mixing phase. Some days you'll add it all back. Some days you won't need any of it. That's reading the room. Now here's the part nobody warns you about, the shrinking window. Warmth gives you speed, but speed reduces forgiveness. At 78 or 82 degrees, your dough goes from underproofed to ready to overproofed faster than you expect. In winter, you've got a wide forgiveness window. You can step away, run an errand, come back, and the dough's still in good shape. In spring, that window narrows hard. The same step away might cost you a perfect bake. So here's the spring rule. Start checking bulk fermentation 60 to 90 minutes earlier than the recipe says. Look for the signs: noticeable rise, smooth surface, side bubbles, a light jiggle when you tap the bowl. Not the clock. This isn't just a sourdough problem either. Sandwich bread, brioche, cinnamon rolls, they all rise faster when the kitchen warms up. And for enriched doughs especially, warm rooms cause butter to soften too quickly. If your butter's melting into the dough instead of staying suspended in it, the dough's too warm. That's a temperature problem, not a flour problem. The fix is cooler milk or water, short rests in the refrigerator between steps, gentler handling, and earlier shaping. Same idea, different bread. All right, we've named the problem. Now, let's talk about how to take control back. The single most underused tool in spring baking sits right in your kitchen, the refrigerator. In warmer weather, the fridge isn't just for overnight sourdough resting. It becomes an active part of your control system. It does 3 things at once. It halts speed, slowing runaway fermentation when the dough's moving too fast. It builds structure, firming up soft, sticky spring dough so shaping gets infinitely easier. And it locks the surface, creating a tight, firm skin that lets you score cleanly without blade drag. If temperature is the gas pedal, the fridge is the brake. Use it. 3 places where spring conditions show up in the bake, and how to handle each one. The score. Warm, humid dough spreads and makes the blade drag. A bad score is almost always a temperature problem, so chill the dough completely before scoring. Use a fresh, sharp blade. Score with confidence. Don't saw back and forth. The bake. Moisture in the spring air will actively try to soften your crust after baking. Bake the loaf fully to make sure you get maximum crust development. And vent the steam near the absolute end of the bake if you need to. The cool. Let the bread cool, all the way. Never seal warm bread in plastic. If you bag warm bread, you trap steam. Steam softens the crust and turns the crumb gummy. That perfect bake you just nailed, ruined in 20 minutes by a plastic bag. Here's the whole shift on one table. Winter habits versus spring reality. Starter peak time? Winter is 8 to 12 hours. Spring is 4 to 6, with a 1 to 5 to 5 ratio. Initial mixing? Winter is warm water, full pour. Spring is cooler water, hold back 5%. Bulk fermentation? Winter is a slow, steady plateau. Spring moves fast, check 90 minutes early. And the primary tool? Winter's tool is the clock. Spring's tool is the refrigerator. Different season, different toolkit. So here's your protocol. Next time you bake, run through these 7 adjustments. 1. Cool the water. Use significantly cooler water than you used in winter. 2. The 5% reserve. Hold back 15 to 25 grams at mixing. 3. Catch the starter. Check it sooner after feeding. 4. Shift the window. Start checking bulk 60 to 90 minutes earlier. 5. Use the breaks. Move the dough to the fridge sooner if it feels loose or fast. 6. Chill to score. Only score thoroughly chilled, firm dough. 7. Cool completely. Bake fully. And never trap warm steam in plastic. 7 small moves. 1 better loaf. And here's the thing to walk away with. Your job isn't to force winter habits onto spring dough. Your job is to adjust. The recipe didn't change. The room did. Read it. Respond to it, and the bread will follow. Perfection is not required. Progress is. Come bake with us.